faced with immeasurable odds. Still I gave straight bets. Someone felt the most something and you nothing. Check us. So they ran up the time because they thought them dudes.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, their first time playing these guys this season. A year ago, going 1-2. They'd like to improve on that this go-around. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave. Financial responsibility, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack-a-Shaq was created. I was getting beat up too much, and
the Hawks play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it live right here from Atlanta, Georgia. Last game for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Pacers in Indiana.
And you don't have to go.
Boston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. On the floor for Boston, McGee in at small forward. Smart is out there with Rozier. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Lee in at the 4 slot.
Not the guy you want to send to the line, Kevin.
Celtics have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Here's McGee. They get it back. Olynyk, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Schroeder with the ball. Now defended by Freak, and the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Splitter sets a screen. Here's Holiday. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's McGee. Cranes the 19-footer. Now, we all know that Freak changed sides recently, but it's a challenge he's up to and wanted. It can be intimidating, you know, Clark, to join a new team, but I think he's okay with it.
Yeah, I think so, too. I mean, he knows there are going to be some rough spots and a bit of a learning curve. But eventually things smooth out, and Freak knows how to fit in with the team, and this roster definitely looks stronger with him on it.
Rozier, the pass to McGee. Right block shot, and another basket for Boston.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Schroeder kicks to Hardaway. Passes it to Muscala. Here's Schroeder. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Schroeder's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Pass to Lee. 6 on the shot clock. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Lee. 8 points for Freak.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Schroeder. And Boston with the rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got...
And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge of making that decision.
The only hard part of that.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens. So Boston ends up going with a new group. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Celtics.
As to who was supposed to be on it.
McGee on the money with the open jumper. McGee's got 10 points.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
They double in with Freak. Holiday attacking.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Atlanta leading by 5. 55 seconds left to play in the first half. Schroeder. And a miss there on the triple. Boston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's McGee. Out of bounds. Atlanta takes possession. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Schroeder passes to Muscala. Sweet little floater. And now a 7-point Hawks lead.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Rozier, the pass to Olynyk. Oh, that's blocked. They retain possession.
You don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message.
And we finished one. Now the third quarter about to get going.
Well, Sullinger has been great. He has 12 points, and he's chalked up one.
The Hawks leading by 7. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and Korver are the guards. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3 spot. So that's the Hawks 5.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
And it's Korver off the drive. That one wide left.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Bradley dishes to McGee. Expanding his range. Rebound by the Hawks. Millsap's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And stolen by Zeller. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And the Hawks making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. And a change for the Celtics. David Lee checked in for Zeller. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
for the Hawks. Splitters checked in for Horford. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Cephalorski. Checked in for Hardaway, and it's Teague in for Justin Holiday. Then for the Celtics, Kelly Olynyk checked in for Sullinger. Young comes in for Avery Bradley. And Freak subbed in for Marcus Smart. On the floor for Boston, McGee in at shooting guard. Young is out there with David Lee. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Rozier in at the point guard. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Teague against McGee. Teague drives in. Splitter.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Splitter. He's got 10 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Hawks?
I like the work they've done at the free throw line all throughout this game. They've been the aggressors.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Here's McGee. Another shot. The kick out to Young. Olynyk up top. Rozier the pass to McGee. Over Teague. That's short off the rim.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them.
Double team on Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Hawks passing it around. Beyond the arc. Muscala hits the bucket.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hawks.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
Yeah, I thought the subs came in and did an outstanding job, Kevin. Those points off the bench were huge.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of Game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in Game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Millsap. And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And, Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes, then this game could turn even more south on them, and sour.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
And so Teague hits 2 free throws. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.